Hello and welcome. Burning a little sage in the studio. They always give you as much smoke as you need for the situation. So evidently, I had been battling some negative energy here. We're getting ready to do a reading for the twin flame connection. Go ahead and get your coffee. Come on back, and I will talk to you about it in a moment. I got to get rid of this thing. Welcome back. I almost thought I was going to have to put a mask on for a moment. There is so much smoke in this little studio right now. It is crazy. That is one way I know when I have been exposed to some negative energy. Now, in this particular case, I don't think it was anybody that has come in my vicinity. I think this is a long distance. All right. Today we're going to talk about the twin flame connection or the twin flame separation. A lot of you feel like, those of you that have experienced a divorce, a separation, a painful breakup, a lot of you feel like you are part of a twin flame connection. Oh, by the way, we do have Spirit on Light back there. Kind of back in action again. Thank you, Spirit. On or off, either way, just Spirit interjecting that they are in the room and present in the conversation. But a twin flame connection is actually pretty rare. It is when, literally, when it starts out, it is one soul on the other side and has gone to a point of development where it can split off into two souls. And that can be, it's a okay, hang on, how do I want to describe this? A non-gender role, either one, either soul after they split. And that first soul that started was still non-gender. There is divine masculine and divine feminine in all of us, irregardless of what this meat suit is that you took on when you signed in for your soul contract. I guess I said, I will take on a woman's meat suit, and I'm going to come down here into this lifetime. So at some point in your life, if you've really experienced a deep, painful breakup, and you're not alone. I have experienced a couple of those myself in love and romance. And one of those I kind of felt at one point may have been a twin flame. That person that when you do separate from them, you have this deep sense of not being at home. Thank you back there, Spirit on Light. Can I readjust you a little bit? So there we go. That is new light, so it can be bright. So getting back to the twin flame thing and working on my single flame back here. That painful, deep longing that you're not at home. All right, thank you, Spirit on the Light. That doesn't necessarily have to be somebody you were in romantic love with. A twin flame could also be a mother and child. You're beginning to hear me talk more about my son Daniel and his story, and I do have the feeling that he was a twin flame to me. How our lives intersected and the impact that he made on me. But for the most part, most of you feel that you have a twin flame connection with somebody that you had a romantic connection with. And again, that's non-gender, non-gender, because we do have the divine feminine and divine masculine in both of us. So the relationship could actually be female and female, male and male, traditional male and female. Because everybody plays that divine appointment in a different way. Okay? And I didn't say sex, so that divine appointment. I am kind of a tomboy. Some of the things I do, everything I say, all my part-time activities. So I actually have been the divine masculine in a connection with a man that was probably not as masculine as me. He carried more feminine traits. And you would never know it by the person to look at their exterior. It's got nothing to do with it. So many of you feel like you are in separation from your twin flame. And I am going to go ahead and start doing a reading every maybe once a week for the twin flame connection. You know the role that you played in your relationship, no matter what it was. So you can be able to kind of look, and I'll do one for, actually I'll be doing two. One for the divine feminine and one for the divine masculine. And I am going to start doing this after I went through that little explanation of what a twin flame was. I hope I didn't really just scramble you on that. I want to give a shout out to the new light back there. Wow, it even ramped up when I said it. Once I begin to make a connection with a light, it literally picks up my thoughts. It channels me and kind of responds. I am going to start with this. Will be for the divine feminine. If you feel you are the divine feminine in your connection, if you lost a twin flame, somebody that you broke up with or no longer see, that really, really impacted and left a hole in your life. That could even be a deep a friend. Doesn't have to be necessarily a romantic connection. But this is going to be more for the romantic connection. All right. This is for the divine feminine. Let's see where she is at in her connection here. Wow. Okay, wow. A lot of good, bad, and ugly right here for the divine feminine. We have the Seven of Wands. There was a lot going on behind the scenes with the other person. Somebody giving them false information, kind of really tearing down somebody's reputation here. Again, another 7. There was a lot of backbiting and betrayal, and there was even theft and deception going on in this connection. Now, feminine, as I'm saying this, whatever way it resonates for you, take that and run with it. You'll know if it's meant for you. If it's not, don't try to make it fit. Wait and see the divine masculines are eating. But yeah, there was a lot of really 5th grade crap going on here, making up stories and pointing fingers, just kind of nuts. We have the moon card. And that's funny that we are still in the full moon energy right now. It was in Leo and has just drifted into, I believe it's in Virgo now. That's the next one, Tina. The moon is in Virgo. So the energy is beginning to change around us. But I get the feeling that somebody that you were dealing with was really almost bipolar with that moon card. We've got 2 towers in the background. Could have been a Scorpio. But it was, you literally did not know what personality you were dealing with. Kind of hard to battle that. Kind of hard to fix it. We have the 2 of Pentacles. Nothing in this connection felt like it was in balance until it wasn't there. And then you realized how out of balance you feel without that connection, without that other person. I want you to know that feeling will pass, though. That feeling that everything is so scary that you feel like you don't have a safety net. You're going to get past that. You're definitely going to climb out of this and move past that. We have the Major Arcana 5. I get the feeling like one of you in this connection, once you separated, one of you got married or remarried. That person is actually stuck in a connection now in that marriage simply because of the money, because of the finance. Can't get out, don't have anywhere to go. It was a 2-income household and now you can't split it up. Definitely because of the money. And there was a family connection here too. I get the feeling that there was a lot of family financial help coming in. Father-in-law, mother-in-law, aunts, uncles, somebody coming in and helping out. They kept things going financially because this twin flame connection was kind of toxic at one point and they needed to get back on their feet. This 10's also about excelling and working your way out of it. This 10, if you remember what the 1 means, it means a new beginning. So you're wrapping this up and headed for a new beginning. We have the Queen of Wands. You're beginning to see your own inspiration. Like, I can do this. I think I can do this. You're beginning to inspire yourself. You're beginning to pick yourself up and head in the right direction. Some of you may be changing work because this other person may have been in that vicinity and you can no longer work around them. All right, I will let that fall out because it wanted to. All right, this is still the Divine Feminine. I just want a couple more cards for clarification. All right. You dodged a bullet. You dodged a bullet getting out of this connection. Now, whether it was a true sanctified in heaven twin flame connection or not, that person had, with that devil card, had some real deep pain. And they didn't know how to fix it. They covered it up. They masked it with drugs or alcohol or food, whatever it was. They masked the pain that they had. And eventually that just manifests into anger. And there you have that Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is a big indicator of going the right direction. It's everything good. It's the holy grail of grails. Look at it. Going the right direction. Succeeding. Means more love coming your way. It means abundance. But you had to shed this before you could get that far. All right. There we had it for the Divine Feminine. I'm going to shuffle the deck a little bit. I'll be right back, and we will do the Divine Masculine, and that's whether you are male or female. All right. We are going to do the Divine Masculine, whether you are male or female. It is the role that your soul plays here on earth. The paranormal flashlight is set up back there. We had so much smoke. I burnt some sage earlier, and I had so much smoke in the room that I literally I had to get a fan and kind of clear it out. And I'm still hacking up sage and Palo Santo. All right. The Divine Masculine. We have the Eight of Swords for the Divine Masculine. You could kind of put yourself in a self-imposed confinement. You didn't want to see what was going on. You really thought that this person was the one. Really felt that this was, I cannot live without this other person. You closed your eyes to a lot of things. You ignored a lot of red flags. But it's all going to work out. We went from that 8 to the 7. At first, you had a lot of distress and a lot of confusion going on. Electronically, you felt like there was a connection broke when this other person was gone. Again, you felt like maybe you lost your safety net. And that's often what twin flame connection feels like when you are in separation. Like I can't go on without that. Like, who's going to catch me when I fall, kind of thing. But you're beginning to see that you're overcoming every one of those hurdles, every one of those cups. It is no longer a problem. You're now looking at it as though everything's an opportunity. 7 of Cups is also a spiritual number. A lot of you are stepping into your spiritual gifts, understanding spirituality, that it's not about witchcraft and all of that stuff and spirituality, but it is about understanding Jesus and God and knowing where your role is in that. Everybody's is different. All right, we did 8, 7. Let's go to 9. 9 of Cups. Yeah, things are starting to straighten out for you. You're beginning to feel like, hey, I'm back in charge again. I can call the shots. Thank you, Spirit on a Light. Wow. I know it's been flickering off and on. However, I'm impressed any time the Spirit comes into the light. I am so humbled by it. But the 9 of Cups is literally about saying you hit the achievement. Those are all your cups. You can choose from any one of them. You can keep them all. You're in control now. You finally got your shit together. We have the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, just too much input going on from the committee. Any kind of, sometimes boards of directors, there's just too many voices, too many chiefs and not enough Indians. And you were listening to all the input that everybody else had. It might have been family saying that person isn't any good for you, or there's not, whatever their input was. It could be the people gang at work kind of chiming in, you know, you're going to work and you vent about what happened. It could be a mother-in-law. Somebody was putting the negative bug in your ear. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. Now, I get that you have sorted through your feelings and are beginning to see the light. You're beginning to see that you can do it yourself. You've got family to support you. And that family could be in the form of just friends, your tribe, who you hang out with. You're going to be okay. You're bingo, you're a winner here. We also have the King of Cups. I am talking to the Divine Masculine. And you turn up in your own reading. You stay proud in who you are. Stay proud in who you are, being that part of that twin flame connection. Now, the masculine one always seems to get a big browbeating, masculine side of anything. We do a lot of male bashing. But I don't want you to feel like you have to take a back seat to anybody. You're kind of conquering this like a king would, with dignity. It may have been very painful. I just want a couple more cards for clarifier. It may have been painful, but everything heals in time. You'll get through this. All right. A couple more for clarifiers. And we have the Nine of Wands. You're coming through this. Wounded warrior energy. Yes. This whole situation took a toll on you. You didn't think you would survive. Oh, I can't do it without her. If she leaves, you can do it. And you're finally, he's standing there at guard with that wand. Now, another king in the Divine Masculine reading, the King of Wands. You're going to turn things around and you're going to look for the inspiration in your life now. It might not be in that other human being. Your inspiration might be in riding horses or fishing or ice skating, whatever your inspiration is. I see a lot of videos recently on YouTube and Facebook about men knitting and crocheting. Whatever your inspiration is, there's a portion of you that is in the Divine Feminine or the Divine Masculine. So whatever floats your boat. But there you have it. For the Divine Masculine, your inspiration's coming. You're going to get back on your feet. You're going to heal from this, and this too shall pass. All right, you guys, there you have it. Just a little touch on, a little lesson on what the twin flame itself is, what twin flame separation is. I hope that didn't confuse you too much. And you know, I never leave you, that I don't bless you with love and light. See you soon.